Wagwan Generals.
Wagwan Generals. We are here. Just kidding. We're here. Episode 9. We're a little bit cuckoo. I don't know what's going on. I think it's, you know what, Riley? I think it's the Thanksgiving plate that I need right now.
It's the Thanksgiving dreams for later in the week.
It's
locked in.
It's Monday right now when you're listening because I know you're so dedicated. It'll probably be Tuesday. Thanksgiving, it's almost here. We need it. Okay.
Turkey or ham?
Like Thanksgiving, I'll go turkey for Thanksgiving, but like on a random day, I'd probably go ham.
Good answer. Good answer.
I think you gotta be like in the spirit of Thanksgiving.
You gotta be serious. Turkey's dry.
Yeah, it's gotta be a good turkey is good, but like I think ham is more consistent.
A good ham is great.
A good ham is great. That's right. Yeah. Remember that. Take that away.
That's all for today.
And see ya. Okay. See you next week. Bye. Should I fake that outro music right now?
Yeah, you should. All right.
Bum, 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 bum. And we're back.
Whoa. Soccer today.
What is going on?
Lock it in.
So, wild week in the Prim,
Correct.
as per usual. And, 12 games in. We're not halfway in yet, but
third of the way in.
Third of the way in. Good math.
Almost third.
I think at this stage of the season, I think 10 games is kind of a magic number, but we're a little bit past it. Who cares? I think it's a good time to go back and maybe assess some preseason expectations. I think at this point in the season, you can kind of know what you're going to get from all these teams now. Mm-hmm. Obviously, know what we've gotten so far. So what we're going to do.
Chopping and changing a little bit.
Yes, some are more unpredictable than others. So what we're going to do is we're going to work our way up the table. I know, very original. Has this team met expectations? Have they failed expectations? Or have they exceeded expectations? And we're going to sprinkle in some players along the way as we so choose.
Just whatever we want.
Just whatever we want.
It's all about us.
Because, we've got a great plan for this episode, and we've really planned this one out.
We're locked in.
We're locked in. Our notes app is filled.
A bunch of
way more than it
stories.
usually is. Yeah. We got so many talking points, and we can't wait to hit on them all because we're just so prepped for this episode.
All right.
Anyway. Without further ado, because I know you're just on the edge of your seat. Wolverhampton.
The worst team ever.
I think this is a pretty easy one.
They have massively failed expectations.
They have massively. Whatever their expectations were.
I don't think
it was not to get 2 points within 12 games.
I wouldn't say the expectations were high. I do think I'm not surprised that they're in the relegation zone, but how far they're in the relegation zone is what
you would expect them
by.
to at least be just within reach of somebody. Yeah. But it's already.
They already have negative 20 goal differential, 2 points. I mean, but they're one of only 2 teams in England's top 10 divisions without a win. So
yeah, that's terrible. And I would think, especially with, Brentford bringing in Keith Andrews, and obviously you got the promoted teams who you don't know, and everything going on with West Ham and Nottingham Forest. They brought in Vitor Pereira last year, and he rattled off 6 wins in a row, and they ended up finishing comfortable. And yes, they sold Cunha and Aitnori. But I mean, obviously they weren't expecting to have 2 points, but I think it was always realistic to expect them to be flirting with relegation, but they certainly would have expected to either
hopefully be right around 10 points.
On the bubble, I wouldn't say that high. I think that just kind of I think if Wolves were in 15th right now, I don't think a single.
I said 10 points.
I thought you said 10. Okay, yeah. Then yeah.
I think anywhere from the 10 to 13 points is probably where they would hope to be around now.
I mean, we're getting into all-time terrible teams territory with them.
We're getting into the Southampton 11, Derby County 10 type.
I remember, I think the worst start that I can remember is Sheffield had 1 point through 12 games a few years ago, 2021.
But then they probably picked up a couple.
Yeah, but I mean, they were dead. I can't remember how many points they finished on, but I mean, they had just failed. I can't, they don't, and it's I don't even know all the other teams in the league, it's like even like the other teams in relegation zone, like I feel like you can see
Showing
a
some
feasible
signs
way
of
out
life.
for them. But
Yeah.
man, I mean, they need to just go ahead and start prepping for those parachute funds, man, because it's not looking good. Failed, big fat failed, and I mean, I don't even. They have any. I guess you could say Strand Larson's failed. They don't have a single player that's exceeded expectations, I would say.
Really, I mean, I don't even know if he's scored yet this
I
season.
think he might have one. But
let's just see. I don't know.
Who even cares?
Who even knows? I mean, they have 7 goals scored this season.
Yeah.
27 conceded.
Yeah, Strand Larson has. They don't have a single player that scored more than a goal. So it's
that's
just
never gonna.
Yeah, you gotta have a goal scorer you can rely on
never
to
gonna help you
even
out.
survive. Just
Wow.
terrible. Okay, sorry, Wolves.
Embarrassing. Yeah.
Didn't mean to.
And I have one
rain
of
on
my
your parade.
buddies that works a Wolves fan, and I don't even feel the need to like talk to him anymore.
I got a Wolves T-shirt for my birthday. I wear it every once in a while.
Oh yeah, because Fabio Silva.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly why. Why it's been going so wrong for them is good old Fabio's.
Silva, yeah.
He's on to better things now.
True.
All right, next team.
A little bit more exciting.
Up north to Turfmoor.
Burnley.
I would say met expectations.
I would do. I mean, they're only 1 point off safety.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they've had a rough last couple of 3 games, but I don't think. Who do they play at the weekend? Trying to think.
Did I not play Chelsea?
No. Yeah, they did play Chelsea. I mean, you know, they wouldn't expect to beat Chelsea, of course, but
the best team in the land.
I mean, but I mean, they definitely caused Chelsea a couple of problems in the first half. The second half was definitely more dominant by Chelsea, but I mean, on 10 points, 12 games in, 2 wins in the last 5. Like, it's not that bad for a promoted team.
Yeah, and I mean, and they're well within reach of
Yeah.
the teams in front of them, and I think especially with the way the last few seasons have gone, with all the teams going straight back down with no hope. It's like just coming into a season now. It's kind of like what you would expect, and I think they've shown that they can stay with teams. And I think Jaden Anthony on 4 goals. I talked about Fleming last episode. He's got 3 goals and 5 starts. So I think they've shown that they can rely on goals from somewhere at least. And like Dubravka's an experienced goalkeeper.
Yeah. They've beat the teams that are going to be within. Like, they beat Leeds 2-0.
Yeah,
they beat
Sunderland.
Wolves 3-2. Like, the teams that are going to be in and around the same areas they've beat, which is pretty much what they need to do.
And they've got Premier League experience. They got Kyle Walker's seen everything. I mean, Twanzebe, my former GOAT. We'll never forget that PSG game.
R.I.P.
And Hannibal. I mean, all kinds of United legends.
They got him up top.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, I think they've got some players that can certainly pull. I think they're going to get relegated, but I don't think they'll just be like down and out by Christmas like Wolves will. And I think the same can be said for the next team, Leeds United.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a little bit more rough in the last run of games, but I think this is probably about what they expected.
I think they're also just a really well built team, and it's just like
they don't have a lot of quality.
Yeah, I was gonna say the teams like, I guess with the result of all the same teams being in the Prem for so long, is they can continue to build up more and more quality players, and that's how teams like West Ham and Forest right now are climbing themselves out. Like Leeds,
just experience, yeah.
Leeds got their squad, and they got to do what they can do with it. I mean,
yeah, they didn't try and overspend for possible relegation again.
Yeah, I mean they definitely. I certainly didn't expect them to do any better than they are right now.
I think they'll be in and around the same area come the end of the season.
Yeah,
something like that.
You know, I like their build. I think Metra's a good player.
Okafor looks good at the weekend as well.
Joe Rodon's got experience. Sean Longstaff, I think, has been underrated for a long time.
Metra got another goal.
Your boy Ethan Ampadu, Chelsea grad. Dan James, my GOAT.
He almost scored this weekend, but Calvert-Lewin with a handball.
I'll never forget the opening month of the Dan James experience at United. I thought we scored 3 goals in like 4 games, and 2 of them were just bangers. It's like, oh my gosh, always done it.
Yeah, the next GOAT is upon us.
I thought so.
But yeah. All right, move on to a team, West Ham, that is climbing out of a rough spot.
Yes, but
But they-
I would say at this moment they have failed.
Oh, for sure. I would say I don't think they have an insane amount of quality in their team either, but definitely a lot.
They certainly have
more.
enough to, I would say, just be a mid-table team.
Yeah.
They have enough to comfortably not be in the Jared Bowen's one of the best players in the Premier League. Lucas Paquetá, I mean, everybody knows about his ability. I think there's certainly like
a lot of quality.
It's a very bland team, and like I think their back line is kind of I think Ariel was kind of a terrible goalkeeper.
I mean, they've conceded the second most goals in the league, only second to Wolves.
And I mean, where they've gone wrong for so many years is not being able to get a striker, and I think
their strikers have failed.
And I think if Callum Wilson got that brace this weekend, and like they can keep him healthy.
How many games is he gonna play?
Yeah, like he's never like been a healthy guy, but he's always been a good goal scorer, and I think, if you can get a good run of games out of him to allow him to build on form, because I mean he's got 4 goals this season without even really playing that much. So I mean, like reliable goals from someone other than Jared Bowen would go a long way for West Ham.
Sure,
I think. And Jared Bowen's played every minute of the season. I'm just seeing. That's crazy.
He's got to be captain, leader, legend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, West Ham have definitely turned it around in the last 3 games.
Yeah, I think by the time this season ends, they'll probably meet expectations. I mean, it's like, what were their expectations going into this season? Mid-table?
Like 10th to 15th.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're being ambitious, you want to be in like can we like squeak out a Conference League or something?
Mm-hmm. I just don't think they have enough for that.
No, I think at this point so far they've certainly failed, but
for sure, if we would have been talking about this like 2 weeks ago,
it would have been astronomically
failed.
Yeah. Hell. But 2 wins and a draw. And we'll talk about the game later. We got to hit on the games like we always do, but
of course.
We're talking about the teams right now.
This is a team game. Forest, I would say definitely a big failure.
I think it's basically kind of like how Leeds was the same ilk as Burnley. It's Forest and West Ham. I think but Forest, I think, have definitely. I mean, just the absolute dumpster fire that whatever the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Whatever the heck was going on.
I mean, yeah. Before Nuno came in, they would have been like the biggest failure apart from. Wolves,
the Ange experiment was probably the biggest failure of
the season. Yeah,
no doubt.
But I mean, I think they'll be safe. They do have a lot of quality in the team, and I just think like that quality will shine through eventually. And with Sean Dyche in, he's gonna be more set up like Nuno. So the players they already have that are set up for that style of play are gonna quickly adapt to that, and it's probably gonna rise them up the ranks. I mean, I don't think they're not gonna finish top 8 like they did again, but
no, I mean, especially with playing European games.
Yeah. This was the split, but the expectations were so high. This was Forest supposed to be generational season in 30 years and first time in Europe.
Yeah, I mean,
forever.
I think about the transfer window they had.
Yeah.
Bringing in Hutchinson and McAtee and whoever else. Like, I think, I mean,
didn't even play, yeah.
I think wherever they end up, I see things like with West Ham, I think wherever they finish, like they could eventually meet expectations. I don't think Forest can, because they're obviously, they're not going to finish top half. And I think with the way, obviously you would expect a regression from last season, but in and around the same.
Double, yeah. But they did have a good winnings to Liverpool at the weekend, 3-0.
Yeah, I was saying
That's insane.
Undefeated with Dyche. Drew against United. Who
Dyche,
did they beat?
Dyche reads blue.
That's true.
2 weeks ago they beat Leeds 3-1.
That's right.
Not bad.
So yeah, I think
tied
they'll be
United.
fine, obviously, but
Definitely
I mean, I'm just interested to see what happens to them next year, because Elliot Anderson will not be a Forest player. That is for sure.
Man United are going to sign him for $400 million.
If we throw $400 million at him, I don't even care, because that's how good he is and that's how much we need him.
Yeah.
And I don't think Morgan Gibbs White, he's probably gone unless Mr. Marinakis pulls a fast one again.
Get him on a new contract.
Yeah.
You never know.
So I'll be interested to see how they rebuild it. And I'm interested to see if Dyche is like a short-term thing, or do they keep going with them after this season?
I don't know. I think just with the style of players they have, they've accumulated so many that are so good for this one style of play that it's going to be kind of hard to swap to like a
Yeah.
like the Angels, like black
That
and
was
white
never
from
gonna work,
Nuno
yeah.
and Deitch. So that would just take some serious amount of time for that to happen.
I was just wondering if they would go for a more ambitious hire of someone with the same style, or if they just run it with Dyche until it doesn't work anymore.
Probably run it with Deitch if he does well.
Yeah. Give my boy Dyche a chance, man. Imagine they win the. I mean, I guess one way this season could be or exceeded expectations if they win the Europa League,
Yeah.
which isn't gonna happen. But you never know.
Anything can happen, really.
Anything could. I mean, Spurs won a trophy last year, so.
I mean, yeah. That
Who are we kidding?
I mean, the world is upside down. Wow.
Okay, let's go to the Cottagers.
Full ham.
Fulham. I think they failed expectations.
I would agree. They definitely don't want to be.
I think when you look at their positioning right now, it doesn't look that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because they finally got a couple wins.
2 wins in 3, yeah.
But
Before that, they were in and around relegation.
Yeah.
For the last couple of weeks. I mean, they do have a lot of quality. I think their one probably problem is the striker position.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really figure out if it's going to be Rodrigo Muniz or Raul Jimenez or, Harry Wilson's a false 9 or whatever. But, I mean, they have enough quality to finish in and around, like, mid-table, but
yeah, I don't think they're ever going to. They're just like.
They're like going to be
Crystal
Palace.
I was going to say, everybody talks about Crystal Palace doing
12
Crystal
forever.
Palace things, but Fulham is essentially the same thing. And
yeah. They're not going to get relegated. They're not going to finish above 10th.
Yeah.
They're going to be right in and around it. They're going to win some games. They're going to lose some games they shouldn't. It's always going to happen.
That's true. I mean, they just exist. I don't. Remember when we did our manager rankings, and I was like, yeah, Marco Silva exists.
Yeah.
He's just chilling. Like Fulham, I will say though, they have the second best stadium in England.
What's the first? Vitality?
You know it.
That's what I thought. Dang.
No, I like that. We went over there. God, that setup is.
They got the new Riverside stand.
It was. I wish you were there with us. It was so cool. Anyway.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. Crazy.
I'm sure it was probably an open invite. And
yeah. Okay.
Nobody else.
I was probably just at the best stadium in the league. The blue side.
We went there the same day, so probably not.
Maybe I was just there for longer.
I used the bathroom in Stamford Bridge that day. It was like a highlight of my life.
I think I slept there that night.
Okay.
All right, up onto another team that I think
The Toons
have failed expectations pretty heavily.
Maybe exceeded in Champions League, but without a doubt, failed in the league. Newcastle United.
I mean,
certainly didn't fail expectations this weekend, though. That was beautiful.
They did. They gave Arsenal a second win. Win number 2.
That's true.
I mean, sitting in 14th place, 12 games in, is definitely not how they predicted this season to start, I don't think.
No.
With only 13 goals and 15 conceded.
And obviously, it was the goal scoring was going to
be a
take a hit when you lose Isak, but still.
They just don't really seem to be creating.
Yeah, like Voltmana's got.
Amount.
I think this weekend was a good sign with Harvey Barnes getting a brace. Maybe they can.
Yeah. Someone else other than Voltmana can score, hopefully.
Yeah. They've had 5 different goal scorers at this. I think only Wolves. Wolves has 5 different. No, Wolves has 7 different goal scorers. They all have 1.
Yeah.
That's just a terrible look for any team at this point in the season.
And they don't have a lot of depth up top, I don't think. And Voltmana is not the guy who's going to create a chance out of nothing, I don't think. He kind of needs that service. He's not going to outpace anyone. He's got some silky feet, but it's a little different than Isak. I think Isak had the pace, the strength. He was also tall. He was going to do it all.
Yeah, and I think maybe this win against City will give them the momentum to. Because I certainly expected, especially with the big cluster of teams that are just around 18 to 20 points right now, you certainly expected Newcastle to probably be at the top of that or just in the middle of all that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, they're just not. And, I mean, I think it'll work itself out to where they Like they want to finish in the Champions League now. Like that's their aspirations for every season. And
Yeah.
I mean that's obviously still to play for because it's all so tight right now. But it's also because it's so tight, it allows them to. If they had a better start, it could have given them a chance to separate themselves.
Could have given them a catapult to something.
Yeah, like a Chelsea has right now. But
I mean, I don't think like defensively they've been all right. Like 15 goals conceded is fine. Probably a little more than they would have hoped. But only 13 goals scored is pretty. I mean, it's one of the worst.
yeah, that's
So,
just
and
Everton.
they've scored less
12.
goals than Burnley this year. So
Yeah.
which is not really what you want to hear.
I mean, let's just take Wolves out of the equation.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Leeds have scored less than them. Everton have scored less than them.
That's it.
Fulham and Forest have also scored 13 goals. So yeah, I mean, when I think of like these Newcastle teams, I think of like high flying, electric stuff. Yeah,
pressers, goals.
they need to.
I think they always, whenever it was it. I don't remember if it was at St. James or the Etihad, but it seems like every time Newcastle has a big game at St. James, they almost always win.
Oh, they turn up for those every time.
Like it is just, it's like Neyland at night. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd shows out. They're loud. The team is flying around the field. Everything happens, and they just almost always seem to win when it's a big game. So
that's a good point.
Maybe they need some more. Maybe once the big games start rolling around, they'll start winning.
Yeah, maybe they just need to play like City and Arsenal every week, and they'll just
they'd win the league.
Right.
Up into the
Evertonians. I'd say they've met expectations.
It's probably about what they expected.
It's just kind of the Everton thing to do now.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best of the rest for a long time, but
kind of falling off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're back to where they're on a trajectory that they like now, especially when they were flirting with relegation for a few years right there. And that's not the case anymore. I think David Moyes has done a great job.
I mean, if they win this, they'll be in the top half. So,
well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, hopefully they win today. So, we'll see about that.
I mean, I think they got a great group of players. I mean, Njai's he won't be an Everton player for much longer.
No,
he's
Grealish has had a nice remontada.
Grealish is doing his thing.
The only thing they're really missing is a goal scorer.
Yeah, I mean, I think Beto's just got one goal. Tierno Barry's got no goals.
No goals. He's got ability, he just doesn't score.
Yeah, and
that's kind of a problem. They need a 10.
Yeah, they've scored 11 goals.
They need a 10+ goal scorer.
12 goals this year. Yeah, they can get a. Obviously, I don't think they're going to replicate what Lukaku did with them, but I mean, I don't think Njai's the type of guy that needs to be your top scorer. But Njai's your guy that chips in with 10 goals, 12 goals in a season, while your striker should be banging in 20.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
they need it.
Their second, third top scorers right now are Michael Keane and Idrissa Gueye.
Yeah,
just
not ideal.
Not what you want.
I mean, I don't think Jack Grealish is going to chip in with more than 5.
Jack Grealish is not a goal scorer.
But he's probably got 4 or 5 assists already.
He's got foe.
So, I think they're right and around where they thought they'd be at this point.
Yeah, and I think
they'll probably finish in 13th, to be honest. So
yeah, they'll probably just end up right there. Exactly. I think if they can, I don't know. I'd like personally. I want to see Everton back up around the middle of the top half again, 7th or 8th, 6th. I feel like that's where they belong.
They're a big club.
Them, yeah, I mean ever present.
OGs.
Yeah,
one of the OGs. All right, Brentford. I think they've exceeded. Yeah, I mean,
brand new manager.
Basically changed out half the team.
And they're chilling right now.
Yeah. And they're doing all right.
Lost their 2 top. I mean, they lost 30 goals from the Prem last year.
Yeah.
And they've had no problem. I mean, Igor Thiago's got 9 goals this season.
And we've got 3 wins out in the last 5. They beat Liverpool and Newcastle in those games.
Beat United earlier.
Yeah. I think they're
Mikel Damsgaard's a great player.
Yeah. They're cooking right now.
I mean, maybe Thomas Frank was picking up the cones the whole time. It
Yeah.
was Keith Andrews.
Yeah, for real. I think that probably could happen, but something interesting about Brentford is they don't tie.
They
Only
don't.
one tie. They either win or lose. They're very
Yeah, I just really
Rally
like
is
the
Brentford.
setup because like obviously Thiago's your goal scorer, and I talked about Dango Ouattara last episode. I mean, he is like he's just one of them ones, and
Kevin Schade.
Kevin Schott is the same way, and
It wasn't Kevin Schade playing in like the German second division like 4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, but I mean to go from Tony and Bomo and Wissa and like a club like Brentford, like that's like kind of they're a selling club, and you're like, oh crap, how are we gonna replace like our best front three ever?
Yeah.
Not that they are that, but
They're looking
that's a
good.
very dangerous. And then like with Damsgaard behind him, I mean, you could argue they're even better set up than they ever have been.
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson's come in and been that guy with the experience. I think Kelleher's a good goalkeeper. I mean, I
They've
don't know.
got a good amount of experience in the team.
Yeah, they've got a really good setup team.
With a lot of youth and
I
quality.
mean, they lost their captain too. They lost Norgard,
Exactly.
and it's a
I mean,
this
they lost
brand
their 3
new
best players, all last year.
this brand new manager who's never managed a team before is to rebuild his team. And so I think they certainly would have been the favorite to go down just
I think I
based
had
on
them
those
going down
circumstances.
this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think I certainly expected them to be where West Ham and Forest are right now, like at the most.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're
Above Newcastle.
sitting on 16 points right now, just chilling like within,
Yeah.
they're 1 win away from and somebody losing from being right up there with everybody.
Exactly. From like
been-
6th or 5th.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let's talk about a team that is
Probably the biggest failure.
the
this
failure
year.
of all failures,
Liverpool.
the opposite of a title defense.
I think they're just trying to give it away.
I don't
It's
even
like
know.
charity work.
I don't even
Man.
know what's going on anymore.
I don't even.
It's fun to watch, but I don't even know what's going on.
I haven't heard a pipe out of my brother, who's a Liverpool fan, in weeks. He's really got
Yeah,
nothing
my
to
brother's
say,
been pretty quiet too.
You know,
He's a Liverpool fan.
he's really got nothing to say anymore. I mean, I originally thought it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like they have all these players.
Well,
but
I think like when they rattled
some-
off those 5 wins, like they were always like, "Oh, this defense is like kind of
Suspect,
leaky."
yeah.
Yeah, but
and it really
not to
is.
this. Like I don't think anybody or nobody
I mean,
expected
they've
this.
conceded
They have a negative goal difference right now.
the same amount of goals as Nottingham Forest. Yeah, who are in 16th. And like the defense last year wasn't like an Arsenal defense this year, but it was still really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like Virgil and Kanate and Robertson and Trent last year, arguably a more attacking defense than the one they have this year. I mean, they haven't had Frimpong, and Kirkes has made a really bad start.
I mean, they've conceded half the goals this season. They conceded 41 goals
Yeah,
last year, which is like average
yeah.
for a title-winning team. I mean, they've already conceded half that.
Yeah.
We're a third of the way into the
We're
season.
almost a third, yeah.
They scored. I mean, last year they scored 86 goals last year, which is just unreal.
And right now they're on 18.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah.
just and like with that, I mean, with all that money they spent on firepower,
Mm-hmm.
gosh, it's just what a terrible look.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, because you look at them and it's like they have 6 wins, which is the same as Aston Villa in 4th, but they also have 6 losses, which is the same as Nottingham Forest in 16th. So it's like they're not winning any of the close games like I think they were. You know, remember at the beginning of the season where it seemed like they were scoring all their goals in the 90-plus minute or
Yeah, well, they even like
85
squeaked out a
minutes
win
or-
against Arsenal.
Yeah.
They beat Arsenal, and it's like they've always been the title favorite this season. So you're like, well, even then, they kept a clean sheet that game, and
like, yeah, they're not playing well, but they're winning, and that's really all that matters. But now they just got handed a fat L on the weekend, 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, who have been one of the worst teams in the league so far. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, Isak got the start, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like the 2 touches in the box. Like that's what we've gotten to.
Like they're not creating any chances.
Wayne
They're
Burks
not.
hasn't done anything.
They're not.
Mo Salah
defending
just
well.
looks like a shell of
Yeah.
what he's been.
I don't really know. Like, 'cause I feel like they're set up in the same way that they were last year, but it's just not working.
I think he's tried to do. too much change, like
Yeah, too quick.
Like I always go back to like how Arteta like gradually, and it's like it would even be made more sense for Arteta to just overhaul everything the state Arsenal was in when he took over. Like Arnie Saw just won a title,
Yeah.
and you're taking a title-winning team and you're trying to just
Change half of it.
flip the entire script, and it's like I understand that some players get old and they move on, or you always want to change a team around and keep it fresh, but like you look at Arsenal, like first order of business was like their defense was like not good. What does Arteta do? He brings in Saliba, brings in and then like he's gradually just improved, and it's like the striker was kind of like the missing piece they've been, even though Gyökeres hasn't maybe.
He's got the tied high goals in this. They've only got 4. Tied high.
Like I'm just like I think the way Arsenal have done it is what you want to do when you overhaul a team is like they bring in Declan Rice. They desperately need like Xhaka leaves. They desperately need a midfielder. Go splash your cash on Dex.
Yeah,
and they've been able to. I don't know.
He's been like the best midfielder in the league over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, there's probably a lot more you could say about Liverpool, but
I just think like there's so many like their back line just terrible.
Yeah, it's not like they have anyone to bring off the bench. Like they
have no depth either. Like
depth of the back line is like Joe Gomez.
And honestly, I don't understand why they don't
give him a run.
Yeah, he's been there for 10 years now. Like he knows the team inside and out. Like why not?
Let's try.
And he can play any position across the back line. You're having like left back problems. You don't know who to play between Kirkes and Robertson, and like right back the same way. Why not just pop him in there for a game and see if you can get things sorted out?
Hasn't been the same. Konate hasn't been the same as last
year. Konate just is completely checked out. Yeah. Van Dijk's kind of the magic's kind of wearing off a little bit. I don't know.
A lot going wrong there, but it's not like they're like. I mean, they're only 3 points.
They're not winning
the
the title.
4. No, but they're not.
I think their objective now should just be try to qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah,
because
which they definitely could. I mean, they're only 3 points off, but
it's still a lot to play for, and they're still in the Champions. Yeah. They could win the Champions.
They got to win their next game against West Ham to,
Yeah, that'll be if they lose that.
Win, yeah. If they lose that, then I feel like
we've been saying that for the last 4 weeks. So
yeah, but seriously, if they lose against West Ham,
like I think that loss against Forest was like easily the worst of them all so far.
Oh, for sure.
If they so it's like they need to either
because you look at some of them where it's like Man United, like a Maguire winner in the 84th. Like, sure you don't want to lose against like your biggest rival, but then to lose at Brentford, and then you lost at Man City 3-0 convincing.
Yeah, these last two like
3-0 losses.
Yeah, but like even like getting it handed to you at Man City when they're in form like that, like nobody expected Liverpool to win that game, I don't think, and they didn't really compete either, but at Anfield against a Forest team that struggled, that's like a get-right game, you would imagine, and they just got it handed to them again, and it's like you said, you can – I wouldn't say you could forgive the loss, to United, obviously, the big up to the lads, but, that's, more,
understandable.
Yeah, and then even, the game against Brentford is a wacky one, but, they're still scoring goals. I don't know. It's just all kinds of wrong over there.
In the poo. All right, here's your boys.
Ooh,
this is the only team beside Arsenal without an L on their last 5 games.
It's just we do it different.
Think about that.
We do it differently in Manchester, man. What do I?
Let's hear
definitely haven't failed.
Because
I don't think there even was any expectation.
The expectation was probably to be. I mean, obviously.
I'll tell you, my expectation going into this season was really it can't get any worse. Was basically all I was at. It can.
Oh, it can.
And I was like, even though I thought we had an A+ transfer window, and with all of that, I was like, if Manchester United, I was like, look, I think a lot of things would have to go our way for us to compete for the top 4. This was and I think now, I think there's absolutely a chance that we could compete for.
If you win today, you go into 5th.
Yeah, and I think going into the season, I was like, look, if we can And I can't believe like Man United has stumbled this slow for expectation. But like, I was like, look, let's just top half at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Eighth, like let's get a European competitions.
Something.
Let's make it. I guess we're not making a Carabao Cup run. Let's make an FA Cup run. I would say we've met expectations.
Yeah.
Maybe exceeded.
I would say after the game today, if you win, I would say exceeded. I would say if you lose, I would say met.
I think we've met expectations, but because my expectation was for us to show signs of improvement and to be more cohesive and to figure this system out, whatever it may be.
Yeah, because all of a sudden the system's working.
Yeah, and Amram's kind of showed some tactical flexibility. And so I think we've done that. I didn't expect us to go out there and be world beaters. And now we might go out there and look like world beaters for a game like we did against Brighton, but I didn't expect that to be the case all the time, which has shown in the games since then. So yeah, I would say we've met expectations. I'm really excited to see where this season ends up now because my expectations were on the floor in the summer.
Yeah,
so
last year was your worst season, probably.
My thing is like I'm excited to watch us every week. I'm excited to go home after we record this and go watch.
Yeah,
this game is like I get so excited to watch Cunha every weekend and Bomo like what a hit. Like we should pay Brentford another 50 million or 60 million. I don't know. Like Casemiro's been a lot better. It's like I love the setup. I love that we have a keeper that I can trust.
Yeah,
but it hasn't
nice,
been I would say Manchester United have met expectations so far.
I think that's fair. I'm only gonna say if you win, I think I'd say exceeded. Because if you told me like Man United being fifth with a win today, like I would have never.
I think if we get to halfway through the season, 19 games, and we're sitting in fourth or fifth, or like within a point of it,
exceeded, yeah.
I would say okay, this has exceeded my expectations so far. But if we, even if I think, I don't know. I think yeah.
All right, another team where you guys finished
the top
bottom
Spurs.
Half. The top Spurs. I would say maybe met slightly met.
Yeah.
They were also on the bottom, probably of expectations after last season.
Yeah, I think when them winning the Europa League really like overshadowed how awful last season was for them.
For sure.
I think similar to United, like if I was a Tottenham fan, I'd be thinking like, okay, let's just burn the tape of that season and let's come and finish in the top half and get in Europe. Mm-hmm. And they're on pace to do that, and I think
they started out really hot.
Yeah, I think it's been like their home form is. I think they've been disappointing.
Yeah,
I think United has been like it's been surprising to kind of see what we've done. Like I think Spurs everybody loved Thomas Frank and all the critics were on Amram. And
Tottenham have been literally awful at home.
Yeah, like that performance in the North London derby was
they got
atrocious and
they got swept aside.
But I think Tottenham. They also have a ton of injuries right now, and you got to factor that in. But
that is very true.
Like I certainly didn't expect. I would say Tottenham have met expectations. I certainly. Them
and Man United are about the same right now.
I certainly didn't expect them to flirt with Champions League. I didn't expect them to be in 17th again. So.
Yeah, I only think like they've under exceeded because they started so hot.
Yeah, you would expect
fallen
them
off a lot,
off that a little bit.
and just like the home form is so bad. Like, how are you so bad at home?
What are they? They've won 3 games in a calendar year at home.
Yeah,
something like that.
Since February or March, they've won 3 games at home. That's
absolutely
embarrassing,
horrendous.
And I know Tottenham's the thing is you would say Spursy and all that, but that's just bad.
There's Spursy and then there's bad, and
they're both.
They're both bad.
They got whooped at the weekend. The Richarlison goal was kind of insane, but that was really their only moment of magic.
Yeah.
But they're shining. On defense, they're one of the better defenses in the league, which is very surprising after last year. They've only conceded 14. They've scored 20. They've got they've got a high.
Yeah, it's like
goal
when you look
differential.
at it on paper, it's like man, Tottenham's not doing that bad this season. They're 18
Yeah.
points right there, but it's like when you watch them,
The
I feel like there's
losses
so
have been bad. Yeah.
and like there's so much more you could probably get out of them.
'Cause if-
Thomas Frank
yeah.
is still clearly trying to figure everything out.
I think if they had their full team, they could definitely challenge for Champions League. They have I think they have a crazy amount of quality, and like the fact, like just on paper, the fact that Richarlison starts over Kolo Muani every week, kind of amazes me.
Hey, Cole Mwani couldn't hit that shit.
I know, but I don't think Kolo Muani would try that. That's the only thing is Richarlison will pop up with
Richarlison is must see TV. So
he'll
like, I
pop
don't
up with
even
a
care.
bike and then a red card, and then he won't score, and somehow he finishes as the highest goal scorer of the teams all year.
Such a fun player.
Like he's already scored 5 this year.
Like I cross my fingers if Richarlison never makes his way to Manchester United, but boy do I have fun watching him.
Yeah.
He's just
He's just either gonna get into a fight or he's gonna score a bicycle kick from 30 yards out in the game. You know?
Yeah.
Like no in between. But
Bournemouth, the Cherries.
I would say if you would have came to me 3 weeks ago, they would have far exceeded expectations. But the last couple of weeks, I'm gonna say still exceeded, but more closer to met.
I think they've exceeded pretty easily.
Yeah,
Because they lost their entire back line.
that is true too.
Lost Watara,
Yeah,
and
lost
they've
5 or 6
they've
players.
picked up right where they left off, and
They've been
and
better
some,
than last
yeah.
year, arguably.
Kepa was in goal for him last year. No Petrovic, no problem.
The only reason I said that is because if you were to come to me before the international break, where they lost 2-3-0 back to back, I think, or they conceded 3, not 2-3-0, but they conceded 4 against Villa and 3 against City. Games that you wouldn't necessarily expect them to win, but they keep it close, and to concede 7 in those 2 isn't really,
Yeah.
what they were going for at the beginning of the season.
I think at the beginning of the season with what had happened in the summer, I think if they had just, I think any Bournemouth fan will always be happy with finishing mid-table, regardless of.
That's the thing is
what their
somebody
team looks like.
when you're a fan of the bigger clubs, you're like, oh, we need to win the league, we need to do the Champions League. But when you're a fan of the smaller team, you're like, honestly, I don't even care as long as we stay in the league. Everything is just great.
Crystal Palace fans,
Probably
they are probably
the happiest people on planet Earth.
yeah, a comfortable Premier League team, that's all you can ask
No
for.
stress in life, really,
Yeah.
is there? Palace in 5th, they won the FA Cup. They're only 1 point off Champions League. They got to be happy out there, out in the ends.
Another fan base that's happy, Sunderland.
Oh, they're probably, arguably, maybe the
The
happiest.
most exceeded. I don't think
Yeah.
think it's even debatable that they've exceeded expectations.
Yeah. I think at the beginning of the year, I think I had them finishing last.
I thought I don't know. I always
Let me see.
I think it's pretty easy if when the promoted team is one that hasn't been there for a while, it's trendy to pick them to survive. But I thought
I had them finishing 18th at the beginning of the year.
yeah. I thought it'd be fun to see them survive. I wasn't sure what would happen, but
You always see teams that spend a lot of money that never works.
yeah. I remember when Fulham got promoted in 2018 or whatever, they spent
100 mil, probably.
yeah, who knows how much money. I remember they brought in Andre Sherlock, and at least it just didn't work. And then Forest did it when they got promoted, and they barely survived
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
all the money
on the
they
last
spent.
days, man.
They literally overhauled their entire team.
Yeah. It's just hard when you don't have any continuity from the especially from Sunderland winning the playoffs. You got to have that team spirit that's going to kind of lead you into the next season. And they've definitely kept some of those big time players like Ballard and all those.
Yeah, they lost Joe Bellingham.
Yeah. Probably their best player.
Yeah, one of them.
But then they add in extreme quality Isidore and Xhaka and Mukiele from Bayer Leverkusen, and you add all these players from high quality European teams, and they're showing
pair
out.
with what appears to be a really good coach.
Yeah, for real.
Recipe for success. And it's it's
they've got they've only conceded 11 goals in 12 games.
I'm interested to see how the back half of the season goes from now that every team will have had a chance to play them. They know what to prepare for.
Mm-hmm.
now because I think maybe a new team like that can just catch people
Yeah.
off guard, and that's why they've been. I mean, I think
at
at this point they should comfortably survive.
I think they'll move down the table a little bit over the next couple
think
weeks, but
I mean, if they like we were just talking about with Bournemouth, if Sunderland would finish in 12th, I think a Sunderland fan would cut your hand off or would cut.
I don't think Sunderland would care about anything as long as they stay in.
Yeah,
I mean they might be a little upset after the start they've had if they were to finish lower, but
I do remember when Sheffield got promoted, they were in 5th place for.
Yeah, well, they were doing the inverting center backs.
Yeah, and they ended up finishing 10th.
Yeah,
I think even when they were in 5th, then any Sheffield United fan at that point said, "Hey, if we finish in 10th, I'll take that." I certainly would have. I'm not a Sheffield United fan.
You are now.
I am now.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Sunderland are fun to watch too. They're not yes, they kind of sit back.
That Arsenal game was one of the best games
that was a
of
great
the season.
game.
They just it's so fun to watch them take it to them and be all.
Yes, they sit in and defend, but they also just they know when to make their moments to attack, and they do it so well. I saw it when they played us, and they won it in the last couple of minutes.
I didn't see it when they played Man United though. That was just the easy win. It's not for everybody.
It's whatever you want.
We'll call them 2-0 win. It's just
chill.
It's not for everybody, I guess.
It's all right. So another team, Brighton. I would say slight exceed, but they kind of expect to be in and around 6th to 10th at this point.
Yeah, I think they've exceeded. I think I said we'd sprinkle in some players. Let's talk about that guy Welbs.
I mean, he's far
I
exceeded.
want to talk about exceeding expectations.
What he's got 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah, he's scored his 7th goal this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, he's
talk about being a late bloomer.
How old is he? 34?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the same age as Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah, and Sturridge is a pundit.
Yeah. It's like Ronaldo or Rooney being younger than Ronaldo.
Yeah. And Ronaldo scored a bike at the weekend. It's insane.
Whatever.
But, I mean, Brighton, I would
it's weird for Brighton because it's I think they've exceeded expectations, but I almost expect them to exceed expectations every time to the point where I feel like maybe they've just met expectations at this
their
point.
Expectations should be about this at this point. They'll start the season hot and they'll probably lose the next 5 games or something and end the season around 8th.
Yeah.
You know? They're just very weird. They go on runs where they've only got 1 loss in the last 5 and then they won't win in the next 5 games and then it just kind of ebbs and flows and they somehow always finish in the top 10.
They'll be in 9th by the end of the season.
Yeah. I think they're going to start wanting to finish in European places soon though.
Yeah.
With all the quality they have.
But I mean, they'll just sell it all and start again. So
yeah.
It's just the Brighton way. I wonder, so obviously there's the Premier League ever presence that have never been relegated since the inception, but
yeah,
Brighton's and Brentford too, just not as long, but Brighton's their first season in the Prem was 2019, never been relegated since.
Yeah.
Wonder how long that'll go.
Yeah, because at the beginning, they were close a couple times.
Yeah, now they're I think, and it's they've gotten it right time and time again. It's I feel maybe all it takes is one bad hire or one bad window for.
It just seems they never get it wrong.
Yeah, it's I don't know, how many times in a row are they going to get it right before it? I mean, are they ever do you think they're I feel eventually one day they will get
something
relegated.
wrong.
I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but I just think it's fun to think about a team that's never been relegated ever since they've been here.
True. All right, another team that I think has quite exceeded.
Crystal Palace is definitely
exceeded.
Yeah, I mean, selling your best player.
Yeah, I mean they sold their best player for
all the Mark Gahey stuff. Everything going on in the summer, all the Europa League stuff.
Yeah, and they're sitting at 5th.
Sitting on 2 losses through 12 games. Only Arsenal have lost less.
Yeah.
Conceded 9 goals. Only Arsenal have conceded less.
Who's their losses were? I mean, they lost Arsenal 1-0.
They lost to. Who else did they lose to?
Arsenal 1-0, and it was probably a weird loss. You know what I mean?
I feel like it. Gosh, no, I don't remember.
He's pulling it up.
Let's
Quick
see.
fingers.
Oops.
Let's see. Computer's tweaking out on you.
Computer. Who lost to Crystal Palace? Everton.
They lost to Everton.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I was like Everton. I mean, like look at the. I mean they've.
Yeah, they conceded 9 goals.
Faced every test so far. Mateta's banging them in still.
I would say they probably haven't scored as many as they would hope, but
They won't
they're
care.
just not conceding.
They won't care one bit. They scored more than Aston Villa,
Exactly.
who's sitting above them. They scored more than. God, my computer's tweaking out right now. They scored more than Sunderland.
Facts.
Scored more than every team in the bottom half, other than Brentford, and Liverpool. So they won't. I mean, I think. Who else do they lose other than Eze? Do they really lose anybody?
I just think they were so close to Zengahi.
Yeah, but
that was almost a problem.
I just think I mean, everybody knows by now Crystal Palace don't finish in the top half and they don't get relegated. But to be in 5th at this point in the season,
I think they will finish the top half this year.
I wouldn't call it a curse, but they're probably going to break the trend
of finishing 12th for the last 12 years.
They won the probably that's like epitome of exceeding expectations. I think.
Yeah.
The villains. Boy, how times have changed.
Yeah, I would say if you would have.
This would have been the ultimate failure a few weeks ago.
2 months of the season, they'd been like ultimate failures.
But now I feel like they've met.
Probably like one of the hottest teams in the league right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
they get a free win against Wolves next week.
Yeah, they just got to win against Leeds. That was a good game. They cooked Bournemouth before the international break, beat Man City, and beat Spurs.
I think Ollie Watkins has been a disappointment for him, though.
He's maybe got one this year? That's their only problem, I would say.
Fact check myself here.
For a team in 4th, they've scored not as many, like...
Yeah, Ollie Watkins has 1 goal. Morgan Rogers is my goat, their leading scorer.
What, like 3?
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
Diaz on 3, and Daniel Mullins. So they got 3 guys that get 3 goals, but
they need, like, they're used to having Ollie Watkins get like 15.
Yeah, I think if they want to sustain the run of form they're on and push for Champions League like they are hoping for, they need to.
Got to start cooking.
Yeah, they need goals from him.
Whenever I watch him, I feel like Ollie Watkins is just like not in the game ever.
Yeah,
like he's running the channels like he always does, but he's never getting shots away or he's never getting big chances.
I mean, every season Aston Villa in the Premier League, 14 goals, 11 goals, 15 goals, 19 goals, 16 goals. Like that is the definition of consistency right there. So if he even wants to get near that, it's got to be.
He's got to pick it up.
It's got to be soon, yeah.
But definitely exceeded, I would say though. Like I do expect them to finish like Europa League kind of spots, maybe Conference League, but
I would say met.
Yeah, I would say met maybe a little exceeded, just based on how the season started.
Yeah,
once they got Tielemans back, I think he's been like night and day difference.
Aston Villa is one of those teams I like seeing be good.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
The atmosphere's good.
Yeah, Villa. I wish we had a chance to go by Villa Park while we were.
We should have gone. We should have done the 20.
One of my favorite stadiums.
The 20 challenge. The 20 stadiums. The 24 hours challenge.
Video.
Yeah, that would have been funny to do. But
should have done it.
All right.
We should have done it on our free day.
Yeah. All right. Up in the city.
City.
I would say Met.
Yeah, I don't think coming off of last season, I wasn't expecting a title charge, and I think obviously they're always capable of it with Pep and Holland, and like losing De Bruyne, losing a lot of that old guard that kind of brought them to the next level.
Yeah, they lost Ederson, De Bruyne, Gundogan.
And I mean, I've been talking about their supporting cast a lot this year, and the lack of it really.
Nobody's got more than 2 goals, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like they're always 1 win away from just like putting everybody like on their heels again.
Yeah.
Like if they had won that game against Newcastle, we'd be talking about title race with Arsenal right now.
Yeah, they'd only be 4 points back.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I wouldn't say they're not out of it by any means.
Oh, not at all. I just don't like they've already lost 4 games, and I think like sweet spot for winning a title is like 5 losses.
Yeah.
So, like especially now, it's like I feel like they're like City of old, like a few years ago, like
yeah, they had like
everything would have to go your way for them.
They'd have to go on their 30-win streak again.
Yeah, like they just felt so impossible to beat, like, especially like, and if you beat them once, they're not like Pep Guardiola off a loss, or like they're
gonna beat them.
They're not gonna lose their next 20 games once you beat them, and like like now I feel like they were on a good run of form coming into that game, and I just feel like any given day I feel like they can lose now, which
Yeah, they're
hasn't
not
been
invincible
the
anymore.
case before. It's like they're still a really good team and they can still compete for a title. I don't think they're obviously not what they once were,
No.
but that's kind of like, especially if this was like them coming off a title win, I would say they failed expectations. But coming off of last season,
Yeah.
this is like kind of maybe what we should expect now. Like
Coming out. Yeah, they finished, what, 3rd last year?
City 4 years ago, like they would have never lost that game.
Well, City 4
Sunday
years
or-
ago, they would have had 0 losses already.
Yeah, but I mean, like to have 4 losses through 12 games isn't like what you're
Yeah.
accustomed to. But I think it's kind
It's
of
got the same amount of losses as Spurs down in 9th, so
they've lost less than
Yeah.
United or more
But-
than United.
I think their defense hasn't been like as bad as most people make it out. Like their defense is definitely their weak spot, I think, sometimes, but they've only conceded 10, scored the most in the league. I think it's just some of these games. Just if Holland doesn't score, you're kind of like, where are the goals going to come
I think
from?
it's just easier for teams to figure them out, I guess.
If you like neutralize Holland,
Yeah.
like who's going to score?
Yeah,
Almost.
exactly.
Sometimes.
See, I guess like they could beat like they could just beat you with so many different people back then. Like they have goals from everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this weekend was a perfect example. I just feel like they could lose it any time now. Like they lost that game to Villa. And you weren't really like expecting them to.
Yeah.
It's
Like I'm never going to a game like, oh, Man City are for sure losing.
no,
I'm not like, oh, they're definitely
unless
winning.
they're playing Tottenham.
Yeah.
But like I just like every week now I look, I'm like, oh, they can, like, especially if it's not at the Etihad. Like this game at St. James is like they could catch City out. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
don't know.
sure. All right,
Anyway.
move on to the big boys.
All right,
in
let's
the
hear
league.
it, Riley. Your boys.
I would say, I mean, I don't know. Like
Chelsea.
I've looked at the season so far, and I haven't felt really good about it. But then I look at the table, and I'm like, oh, we're 2 games behind, 6 points behind Arsenal. We play Arsenal next game at home, Sunday night in England. Like if we win that game, we're only 3 points behind. Like
With Cole Palmer.
yeah, like and Cole Palmer is starting training again today. So like maybe he could play like the last 20, 25 minutes this
No, he ain't
weekend.
playing this weekend.
You never know.
No.
And like I'm just thinking like, are we in a title race? Like I mean, yes, obviously. Especially like if we win the next game, like obviously we're right there. I do think Arsenal are better. But I mean I feel like we've exceeded a little bit
I'd
expectations.
say met. So going into the season, my vision was like, this is Arsenal's league to lose. Liverpool will compete for a title. I was like, City will always be there, of course. And based on what I had seen from Chelsea,
Yeah.
1 in the Club World Cup, 2 in the Conference League final, and how they closed out last season. And I kind of liked how they were building up their roster. I think Maresca's a good manager. I was like, I think they can be like a sneaky, like not sneaky because everybody was kind of picking it, but just an outside shot, like 4th team. I think they've played that way. It's just obviously like Liverpool's been way off the pace. City's kind of been about what this is about what I expect. I expected Chelsea to be where they are right now. I think they're always going to be. This is how I expected them to be within like a puncher's chance of first at this point in the season. Like I didn't.
I think the
expect
only
them
reason
to.
I've said expected is because like obviously I watch all the games and we don't like most of the first halves of the games we play, like it just looks like so bad.
I think like if you like look at their losses, like obviously
Yeah.
they're never going to beat United because that's just nobody does.
Whatever you say. The
But,
Brighton L was bad.
Like the Sunderland game.
That was
Like
bad.
I think if you were good like to look at like they could be so much better than they are.
Like the losses we've had have been really embarrassing.
But I feel like that's just kind of
Almost.
like what Chelsea are susceptible to when they've
Just the
been.
inconsistency with like the youth.
Like
in the team.
I've said to people before, like I think Chelsea have all the talent to win the league, but I just feel like they're like so prone to just like 1 month of disaster every single season.
Yeah.
They haven't had that, but I feel like it's just kind
I
of.
mean, September was that month. Yeah.
I mean,
2 L's and a tie.
That's true. But
It's
like they can't put it together for a
massive
consistent amount of
stretch.
time.
Yeah. I think just the only reason I would say is expected is like, or over exceeded, is because like obviously watching every game, like I don't see like total domination like I do in the Arsenal games or like the City games sometimes. But then we just like end up winning, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like nice, we won. Like, oh, we're in second. Yes, cool. We scored the second highest amount of goals in the league so far. Our defense hasn't been as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. And if we win at Arsenal, we're only 3 points behind.
Yeah, I think if they win this weekend, kind of like how you're talking about United winning tonight or later today, I think if Chelsea can get to halfway through the season and they're within like 5 points of first, or kind of like they are right now, then I would say maybe they've exceeded.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's still early, and Arsenal have obviously been like by far and away the best team this year.
For what it's worth, I don't think Chelsea are going to beat Arsenal.
I mean, obviously, I'm obviously going to say we're always going to beat Arsenal because that's my least favorite team in the whole world. And it's like, it's always like, you know, those like games when you're the underdog and you need like everything to go your way. It's like, like in England, it's a night game. It's like Sunday night, like the primetime game slot. We get them on Sunday, so we get the extra like day of rest.
It's kind of like when United Liverpool game this year. And
like everything's going that way.
Similar context, like or similar like United going like Arsenal. I don't know.
And I just think like if we like, I think the Stamford Bridge like faithful. Hopefully
I think the atmosphere for that
weekend.
game is gonna be nuts. Like no doubt about it. I just think
like obviously like with us in second, and like obviously this is Arsenal's year to, if they lose, like it's kind of like a major failure.
I guess Arsenal will be coming in with like all the narrative of them bottling it.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the Chelsea.
Like I think Arsenal will still be favorites even though it's at Chelsea, but I mean obviously it's a rivalry game, so you never know. I just hope we wear the black jerseys this Sunday, but I doubt it.
They would never do that at the Bridge.
I know, but that'd be so fire, wouldn't it?
Blue shirts, white socks at the Bridge.
Maybe we'll wear black against Barcelona tomorrow.
That'd be sick. Is it at Chelsea or is it at...
Yeah, it's at Chelsea.
Well, that probably not.
But I hope so. That'd be cool, though. Night game, black.
Yeah.
Dark mode.
Dude, dark mode. You want at Stamford Bridge at night?
Nothing like it.
All right, the Gooners.
I think they've met.
Yeah, they certainly haven't failed.
They haven't exceeded, though. They definitely met. I wouldn't say they've exceeded my expectations. Like, they always start the season the best. The last 2 or 3 years, they've been in first place until, like, Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically what I expected.
Yeah. I mean, they're not...
If they were, like, still unbeaten, then I would say
exceeded, yeah. But, I mean, they have 1 L to Liverpool early on, which isn't any... I feel like that's not crazy.
But I just remember, like, when United played in the beginning of the season, it's held true. I'm like... And Liverpool had to beat them off a set piece, like outrageous free kick.
Goal, yeah.
Like that's every time I watched Arsenal, like I would credit the Sunderland because they gave them a really good game. But every time I'm just like, I don't know how anybody's gonna beat this team. That they're just so like well set up, well drilled, and
the only thing I could see like harming them
to beat
over the next couple of months is that Gabriel injury.
Yeah, but I mean they've built up that depth now. Like Nketiah looked. He didn't really have to do anything against Spurs, but
I know. But like Gabriel's just like
he does so much more than like he's
a goal scorer. Like he's
sort of just go get your head on it, son.
Yeah, he's also like he's got to be like 6'5". Like he's just a huge guy at the back. And
I mean they've had their other injury problems as the season started out.
Yeah, I mean Gyökeres is out.
So, yeah, Madueke finally came back.
Yeah,
Odegaard's out.
Eze balling.
Yeah.
I think Eze could be their player of the year easily.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays like he did yesterday every game.
I mean, Saka how many goals does he have this year? Like 1 or 2? Like he's been...
It's been a little bit off the pace for sure.
But they haven't needed him to be. Like they still have the highest goal scored, and they've only conceded 6.
They've been able to chip in from a lot of different people. They've had...
I mean, their highest goal scorer so far, it's Eze, Gyökeres, and...
Saka has 3 goals.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different goal scorers, and they
Yeah.
scored 24 goals. Like, that's just, they're spreading the wealth.
Yeah. So I think they're a clear Met. Not exceeded yet, but maybe with time they could exceed, but I hope not. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
How many? I don't even know. They seriously might end the season with one loss. Like, I don't know. Like, who's
They're going to lose this weekend.
they'll lose another game in there. They could be this.
They're going to lose this weekend. What am I telling you?
Yeah, if they, I'm like, for like, I guess like the neutral in me, like if they lose this game, everything's gonna get blown wide open again. So that would be really exciting. I just don't see it happening.
I don't know. I think they lose. Like, obviously, I think they'll lose like more than. Like, it'll be something like an early kickoff, like the Villa game on December 6th.
Yeah,
it'll be a game.
Villa loves playing against them too.
It'll be a game like that where they don't win, or they'll
like, drop one like in the festive fixtures. I feel like just because all the congestion.
Everybody does, yeah. Once you get like the Tuesday, Sunday kickoff and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got. Yeah, let's see.
I think, but
That's weird.
I think rounding out like this half of the season, I think they'll get to if they win this weekend. I think
they've got an easy run of fixtures over the next.
Yeah,
month,
the Villa away is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, especially the early kickoff.
And it's like but still you'd expect them to win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Villa's on. I don't know if Villa comes in on that on continuing on their winning streak, then
and it's at Villa too.
Yeah, Villa Park's never easy, but I think
be up for that.
Maybe Everton away they'll be fired up with the Dick for a good game, and Bournemouth away. Did Bournemouth win that game that fixture last season? Bournemouth at Bournemouth. So like there's like some tricky games in there, but none where I'm like, ooh, Arsenal. They're gonna lose that. Like the Stamford, this is their biggest test. And I think they should win comfortably. So
it's crazy comfortably. I think Cole Palmer comes in last 20, 15 minutes and gets the winner. Certifies the legacy of.
I'm looking at Arsenal's XG and XG against for all their games this season. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, this game against Spurs, they conceded 0.1 XG, which is their least so far. Only one team has had more than one XG against them this season. Do you want to take any guesses?
I don't know.
It's Manchester United, and Manchester United actually beat them on XG that game. I'm telling you, we outplayed them that game.
And you lost.
And we lost on a stupid set piece because we didn't have Cindy Womans in goal.
Set piece FC.
So, and I mean, they've just been
definitely the best defense far and away, but I think Chelsea got it this weekend.
They don't even concede shots, dude.
I'm locking in for Chelsea win this weekend, 2-1. Estevao or Cole Palmer winner.
Cole Palmer's not playing.
He literally is training this week. He's coming on for 10 minutes and getting the winner. Probably a penalty.
It's the Selly.
Yeah. Just wait for it. And when it happens, I'm texting it to you immediately.
All right.
Deal.
See.
All right, should we talk about some of these games coming up?
Coming up, yeah.
This weekend, kind of the start of the festive fixtures.
Yeah, we already hit on United Everton coming up when we were talking about them earlier. So let's go on to
the after Thanksgiving run into Christmas.
Yeah.
This is where the Premier League's at its best, in my opinion.
Right here. Yeah.
I mean, let's see how many games. I want to see how many games Chelsea has until Christmas. Let's just see. It's definitely a lot. Starting this weekend, Chelsea have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games until the new year. 10 games in the next.
Is that in all competitions or?
Yeah, all competitions until the start of January. 10 games over the next. I guess starting on November 30th, the next 30 days. 10 games in 30 days.
So 3 games, or not 3 games a day. A game every 3 days.
Yeah.
3 games
so
a day.
That's where I think the depth is going to come in. Like, I kind of teams like Liverpool. I'm kind of worried. Like, the depth is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already worried for Liverpool, and we're not even there yet.
I know, but like Chelsea's depth and the forward lines, and Arsenal's depth in the midfield and stuff like that is really gonna come into a key factor here, I think.
All right, let's look at these upcoming games.
Upcoming games. I mean, nothing really exciting on Saturday. In my
That's kind
opinion.
of a upsetting. I think Everton Newcastle could be a good game. Tottenham
Sunderland
Fulham.
Bournemouth could be good too, I guess.
Tottenham at
Yeah.
home, so chalk down a
Brentford
Fulham
Leeds.
win.
Brentford Burnley is meh. City's gonna whip Leeds,
I mean, we'll see. Just kidding.
but Sunday's good.
like-
Sunday's good.
I don't feel good about playing at Selhurst Park. I'm not gonna lie.
7 a.m. Are you gonna be up for it?
Absolutely not.
You're not gonna wake up to watch your team.
I try to get up for this. We played Tottenham the other day. It was a 7:30 game, and I actually got up for it. And I was gonna turn it on, but
You could just get up and watch in your bed.
I know, no, that's what I did. But it was a Peacock game, and I didn't realize that our Peacock we didn't it was like our Peacock was messed up that day. So I
Were you,
was I was
yelling
forget this. I just
Yelling at your mom, the peacock's down.
I was like, whatever. I was just and then I woke up right as the game ended. I was like 2-2. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well,
7. I don't know if I'll be getting up for that.
that'll be a good one though. I can see a Crystal Palace dub at Selhurst.
That'll be a big test for Ruben and his boys.
True. But Villa Wolves, the Black Country Derby. Forest Brighton.
West Ham,
Could be good.
Liverpool.
Liverpool have
What
to
do
win.
I mean?
Holy. Liverpool don't win. They're getting relegated.
West
bro.
Ham's revived under Nuno.
And then the big one at 11:30.
1-0 to the Arsenal.
7-0 Chelsea. We're breaking their the streak, the record.
Oh yeah, they concede their 15th goal
Yeah.
in this game.
Mm-hmm.
They win.
I
They
told
lose
you.
8-0 or 9-0.
8-0, yeah. I think Cole Palmer's got 2 hat tricks this weekend.
Could happen. It could happen.
Good. He's like that.
Here, let's see real quick. I guess because look at some of these Champions League games coming up.
Chelsea, Barcelona.
Arsenal, Bayern Munich too.
That's a good one. Marseille, Newcastle. That's gonna be lit.
City, Leverkusen.
Atletico, Inter.
That's that's gonna have a couple red cards.
PSG, Tottenham. Can Tottenham get their lick back?
The revenge tour.
There's a lot of good ones, I think.
That's a good week.
I agree. I mean, obviously, I'm hyped for the Chelsea-Barca game tomorrow. Feels like the big games are finally back at the bridge.
Yeah, it's been a
during
while.
the week. It's been
European nights.
It's been probably. I mean, since the big
I guess
games.
since
It's
he won the
2021. Yeah. Haven't been in the Champions League since. Or we
I
were.
miss those European nights at Old Trafford.
Yeah, you'll get there soon.
Like I've been there. But
You'll get there soon, little bro. It's all right.
we haven't.
We'll get you to a game one day.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were in the champion, it was a couple of seasons ago, but it was a terrible season.
I mean, Liverpool could have a.
I will
sneaky
say though
Evans.
that season with Ronaldo back and we were in the Champions League,
Yeah.
he had a couple last minute winners and it was just
Electric.
cheers, man.
There's just something different about the Champions League. Like all the games are at night games. Just hit so different.
I don't know. You're
European
Premier League
nights.
form doesn't you can just go
Doesn't matter,
full
yeah.
eggs in the Champions League basket, full
Yeah.
focus.
It's just so nice, isn't it? Wow.
So
I'm excited
nice.
for that. I'm excited.
All right, my stomach is rumbling because I'm thinking about Thanksgiving.
Ooh, bro's getting hungry. He's getting hangry.
Yeah. All right. Well, all you Total 90 faithful out there, have a wonderful
Ooh, a happy Thanksgiving.
and
You
Black
pilgrims,
Friday if
yeah.
you celebrate.
Cyber Monday. We'll be
Cyber
back
Monday.
on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, we'll be back on Cyber Monday. We hope it's a good one.
Mhm. This podcast will
Maybe-
be free next
We'll see
week.
what
for
kind of
Cyber
mood Riley's
Monday.
in on Monday after this Chelsea Arsenal game.
Should we make this podcast free for Cyber Monday next week?
Yeah.
Lock in.
All right. Bye.